久不见，我叫 Denise. Long time no see. I'm Denise, the Pharmacist Filmmaker. So today we're going to be talking about my search for a Mandarin tutor, and this is a part 1 video. I don't have a part 2 yet, but as I get into it, you'll see it's like a journey to find the right person, so I'm sure there'll be a part 2, 3, 4, and all of it. So I'm just going to go over the things that I'm looking for in a Mandarin tutor and then just my journey thus far. So I've met some great tutors, some great people, I'd say, in my search for a Mandarin tutor, the right tutor to help me get to conversational fluency. However, I haven't met somebody who like everything just gels with and like, you know, they're the teacher who I know is going to help me reach my goals. I've met great people, but so far not the person who I know I'm going to continue this journey with. I feel like I'll know when I meet that person and I'm going to be like, yes, I've been waiting for you. And they're going to be like, that's not weird. And that's fine because we're gelling and we're going to continue and reach my goals. Here we go. So 3 things basically that I'm looking for out of them. So the first one is I want them to be fun, energetic, and positive. So I have tried, and basically up till this point, like I've maybe had gone through a couple of tutors, and I'll meet with them like once, and then I'll just be like, oh no, not this person. And then maybe I've met with somebody the most time was like 2 or 3 times, and then I was like, okay, you know, or like they're good-ish. So being fun, energetic, and positive, that's important just because I need to stay motivated to like doing this difficult task and to continuing. For the most part, I'd say that the tutors are like that. I did have one tutor who was really like boring and just like dry, and it was all like grammar and just like, I don't know, teaching in a teaching style that was just did not care about fun or energy or positivity. It was just like, you're going to learn this, you need to catch on to this, like repeat and feed it back to me. And it's just like, oh no. I need like your personality to come through in a certain way. So that's the first thing, very important. The second thing I'm looking for, and I wrote this down on an outline, that's what I'm looking down at. Ideally, in my mind so far, everything can change as, you know, and evolve as things go on. But ideally, I think I want somebody who will watch Netflix shows and movies, and then like they watched it and then I watch it, and then we talk, like they put their whole lesson plan based on that show, based on an episode of that show. Like, let's pick out a moment. There can be like, oh, Denise, you know, remember that time where the girl was running for class president, and do you remember the speech that she gave? All right, let's get into that and break that down and see like what were the words she used? What was that dialogue? How can we have similar examples of dialogue in everyday conversation, and just use the shows that we watch that I find interesting to teach me from that. That way I can stay like motivated and just be like, oh yeah, I'm watching my Netflix show, but I'm learning and I'm reviewing, and that would be great. That's who I'm looking for. But so far I haven't had people like that. I think I'm still at a very like basic level. So I think people who I get sometimes, it's like they do other things. Like they're not a tutor, just like they do other, maybe they're a student, maybe they're some other sort of working professional that's not in education. And then they are a native Mandarin speaker though, so they can help me. But because like education and teaching somebody else isn't their main passion in life, it comes through. And I want somebody who is passionate. Like it could be your part-time job and I'm good with that, but like I need that passion to like come through and like motivate me as well. So that would be really important to have somebody who's just planning all their lessons planned based on Netflix shows and movies. That would be great. When I find that person, I'm going to be so happy. And then the third part is I'd want them to just have conversations with me, like prep me, so that maybe be like, okay, Denise, here's the vocabulary you need to study, here's the listening exercises to do, and then we are just going to have like one session where we're just speaking, and that's that. And I'm, you know, Denise, I'm going to correct you on your tones, and I'm going to tell you whether I'm understanding what you're saying or not, what you would need to work on, but we're going to try very hard to have a conversation with each other, and just mock conversations about like, okay, if I'm I'm shopping and my tutor's the storekeeper, and what sort of stuff would we talk about? Or like, I'm at the library trying to borrow a book, and what conversation would we have? So just somebody who's like willing to do that. I feel like some of the tutors that I've met with, either they have a book that they want to use and it's like, okay, but it's so rigid, like, and they can't deviate from using this book. Or other times it'll just be like, okay, so like, what do you want to go over? And it's not rigid enough, right? So I'm like Goldilocks trying to figure, I have like too much this way, too little that way. I'm looking for the one that's just right, and I haven't found that person yet. But hopefully as we continue this Mandarin journey together, and I continue my search for a great Mandarin tutor, hopefully that will, we'll get there. I know definitely that one day I will be conversationally fluent in Mandarin, and I will have a great Mandarin tutor who does all these couple of things and who has these qualities that I'm looking for. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Xièxiè. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, please hit the notification bell so that YouTube can let you know anytime I upload a new video. Goodbye. Zàijiàn.